Today, European aviation market is $66 billion. 2050, there will be zero neutral aviation. We are like a disruptor of the industry. We have the best in the world.
Hello and welcome to The Big Question, the series from Euronews where we dive deep into the world of business. And today I'm joined by the CEO of Ecoceres, Matti Livonen. It's a pleasure to have you with us on the show. Thank you very much for joining us.
Great to be here.
First of all, Matti, let's start with the basics. Can you explain to us exactly what Ecoceres does?
So we are producing renewable fuels, sustainable aviation fuel, renewable diesel for road transport, and the chemical industry from sustainable feedstock. And what we are very proud because we have developed the whole technology. So even we produce, we are also the technology company.
In simple terms then for our audience, Matti, how do you turn waste into sustainable aviation fuel?
We are turning 100% waste, non-edible waste, to renewable diesel and sustainable aviation fuel. So the process is the same as in a fossil side, but instead of fossil fuel, so we are using bio residuals like waste oil, like used cooking oil, like animal fat, like fish fat. So we develop ourselves, the catalyst who is taking impurities out. We have a pre-treatment because it's not the one feedstock. There is a lot of different feedstock, very dirty feedstock. So we have this pre-treatment technology. All those things together make us very special. Also, you have a yield, how much you could produce out of those waste SAF. And today we have, I should say that we have the best in the world. It's 85% yield. You take the used cooking oil, you get 85% sustainable aviation fuel out there. This is really the technology behind. It's called like a HEFA technology. So we are like a disruptor of the industry. What's coming to technology and then the outcome.
If we compare it, what you're doing, to traditional jet fuel at the moment, can you give us some examples of how big is the emission saving?
If you take the normal jet fuel, that's a carbon. You release the carbon when you're producing and you burn it that in the engine. In our case, so we are taking the biomass, that it's there, so it will save like up to 90% of greenhouse gas emission. And that's a big thing, 90%. So compare the normal jet fuel is burning and releasing, the carbon to the emission.
And at the moment, Matti, as well, what's your current production capacity?
Today we are producing like 770,000 tons per year. It's quite significant. I think that we are second biggest in the world today, but we are a very young company also. So we call us as a startup. But if you think about the one flight from London to New York, the emissions are like the 60 tons. So, and if you multiply that, so it's a tens of thousands flight if you have a 10%, 20% of renewable fuels.
And the cost, Matti, how does it compare to traditional jet fuel today?
Obviously, the costs are higher because we are not using crude oil. We are using the waste oils, and waste oil are much more expensive. Before this crisis, crude oil was 60. Now it's over 100.
Yes.
It means that also the jet fuel was like $750, and now it's $1,500. So it's a double. The renewable fuels, like a sustainable aviation fuel, it has increased from this same period like 30%. So much less. When it was earlier, probably 2.5, 3 times more expensive, now it's 1.5 times more expensive.
And to passengers, when more airlines adopt this, what would be passed down then to consumers on the cost of the tickets and the airfares? Would it be substantially different?
I think that it's not so huge. So if you think about flying from Hong Kong to London, there is like a 10% SAF. I think that the ticket cost is $50 higher. And if you think about $50, is that much or not? It's probably not. And I think that we should all, as an individual, we should take the responsibility also for that. Because if I ask airlines that what is your biggest risk, they all say that it's climate change. It's not today, but when there is more hazardous weather and other, so people are not traveling. So I think that it's a common call that what we should decarbonize the aviation, but also the other transport. So it's really the climate change question. But also it's the security of supply. Now we see that.
And given at the moment geopolitical uncertainty, volatility, particularly in the oil markets, have you seen increased interest in your company and the sustainable aviation fuel as a result of what's happening? We
have seen that there is a interest, of course, and it's mandated, and we are so-called fully booked. We have seen also the interest in renewable diesel, for example, in Australia, because Australia is very dependent on Middle Eastern supplies. So very strong interest of our renewable diesel from, for example, from Australia.
And you're a Hong Kong-based company, Matti. Are you looking to expand more into Europe?
Europe is important for us, not only because there is a mandate, but there is also the mindset of people and the EU and the countries that we need to decarbonize. And I think that it will be the competitive edge to Europeans. And we are looking actively, so could we have, the production facilities in Europe? But as you know, there is things that European Union should also think about. How you could speed up, the permitting things and other. And it's not only our industry, it's all industries, what I'm worried about.
Yes, permitting is certainly one of those challenges. And finally, Matti, what does aviation contribute to the EU economy, and how important is it to protect that while making it more sustainable?
2025, the total addressable market was for these two products, sustainable aviation fuel and renewable diesel, was like $35 billion. 2030, it will be 107 billion. So growth per year is huge. That's why we are there, because we have a good technology. We will help the airlines to decarbonize, because IATA also, their target is 2050. There will be zero neutral aviation. Today, European aviation market is like $56 billion. 2030, it's over 100 billion. So there is a huge growth also. The growth coming that there's more passenger, not only in Europe, from Europe to somewhere. And I think that airlines should also understand that, as I mentioned, climate change is important. People are very conscious today how they spend their money. Do they feel that it's good for the climate, and of course for the economy? Together we can work to make it more cleaner, decarbonize, and that's what EcoShare is doing, working together with the airlines, with the EU, with other countries to make it more affordable and the best way to decarbonize.
Matti, thank you very much for sharing your insights and joining us on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much.